So what if delivery drivers are now part of the scam? Wow, that's a real frightening thought. Do you remember when the only things we needed to worry about was people arriving in masks, knocking on the door or breaking in? Well, life has got a lot more elaborate now. And I have recently heard about a lot of things. And now I'm going to be informing you so that we can all be aware and on guard for things that we need to be protected against. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Tina, and I want to say welcome. This is our retirement, and we talk all things that you might be interested in, whether it's retirement itself, finances, lifestyle, or whether there are things that you should be aware of, like scams that are affecting us being senior people. I was talking to somebody the other day, and he had mentioned to me, had I heard locally about the lady who had lost $40,000? And I said, no, absolutely not. So then I thought, I need to find out a little bit more and as to what exactly this is about. And sure enough, this is a huge scam going on in Southwest Ontario. When I look deeper, it's not just in Ontario, it's happening all over the world, and particular to seniors. It's happening in the US, it's happening in England, and it's happening in Australia. And these people are getting professional, and they are targeting all us because they think that we don't know better. And you know what? The innocent thing is, a lot of us can be caught off guard. And so what I'm going to do is tell you just exactly what is involved in this scam and how we can protect ourselves from it. You know, when we think about protecting ourselves, most of us picture locks on the doors or keeping our wallets safe. But these days, the bigger threat is actually online. Identity theft can strike without warning, and it can cost you so much time, stress, and money. That's why I've partnered with Nord Protect, a service designed to protect you against digital identity theft. They don't just warn you if something looks suspicious. They actively monitor your credit, your identity, and even the dark web 24/7. So, if your personal information ever gets leaked, like your emails or your passwords or even your banking details, Nord Protect spots it. It alerts you immediately and helps stop the damage. And here's the part that I love most. They don't just find the problem. They actually work to restore your identity. So if you don't have to spend countless hours chasing it all down yourself, they are doing it for you. In today's world, it's not a matter of if your data gets exposed, but when. Nord Protect gives you peace of mind that someone is watching out for you. So if you would like to try it out, check the link on the screen and in the description below to learn more. Protect your identity and protect your future with Nord Protect. And just a quick note right now, Nord Protect is available to US customers only. And I would like to say thank you to Nord Protect for sponsoring my video today. Here's how the scam works. So what the scammers do is they call a household, and it doesn't matter whether you're a couple or single. They make the phone call to you, and often They will call one time. So if you don't pick up, they'll call again. And they possibly will wait for the third time to call, because then once you've answered the phone, the scam is already in place. So when they're calling you, they are calling to say that your bank card has been compromised and that there's illegal activity going on and they need to help stop it for you. But what they're doing is they're telling you something that has not really happened. So they go on to say that in order to be safe, they need for you to give them your bank card. And they say that they will send a courier, like a delivery driver. And they've been sending them to homes and to apartments. So when they send the person to your home, they are telling you that you have to give them your bank card. But what you have to do first is you have to actually cut the card up, but they say do not cut the chip. So you actually give the cut up cards, but you haven't damaged the chip, to the delivery driver that they send to you. As soon as they get that back, that tiny little chip is all they need to access your account. And in local towns, to me, we have had instances of people going from $5,000 to $40,000 instantly. Now, this is so important to inform you about real cases around the world. So I am actually just going to read this next bit. In Calgary, police are warning of the same trick. Couriers are picking up cut debit cards from people's homes. In the UK, it's called courier fraud. Criminals are impersonating police or bank staff, and they are sending a courier to collect your cards, cash, even jewelry for safekeeping. One woman has lost over £600,000. 80% of victims are over 65. In Australia, ScamWatch has warned about the card collection scam, where people are told to leave their card in the mailbox or hand it to the driver. Even in the US and Canada, there are reports of scammers showing up as pizza delivery drivers or taxi drivers, saying that your card has been declined and then walking off with it. These scams are all work because they use fear, urgency, and something familiar, like a delivery driver, to trick you into trusting them. Here's some of the red flags to look out for. Banks will never call you to say that something like this is going on. And also, banks will never actually ask you to cut up your card and to give it to somebody else. Also, another sign to be looking for is if the person calling seems to be pressurizing you, saying that this must be done very quickly. Again, there's that fear and urgency that they want you to be scared. Then they're trying to get you flustered. So they won't ask you to cut up a card. A bank will never ask you to give a PIN code to whoever it is on the phone. They won't ask you to suddenly go onto your online banking. They just don't do that. I think if anybody calls you with anything like this that makes you feel unhappy about the situation, you should be suspicious about that. And the answer is just hang up. So what to do? As I just said, first, hang up immediately. The first thing that you do need to do is you need to call your bank. But do not call the bank on the number that they gave you. If you look at your card, whether it's a credit card or a bank card, there is the number of your bank on that card. You call that number and say, who you are? Did they just call you and you explain what has happened? And I think the most important thing is that you need to tell other people about it. You need to tell family and friends. Another thing you can do, as soon as you think that it was a suspicious scam, you need to call your local police. You need to advise any, like if you're in Canada, the Canadian Fraud Centre, because the more people that notify people, the more innocent people are not going to get scammed. And I think the main thing is something that I found out when I heard about the other scam is that people feel that they're upset and that they got conned into something and they feel embarrassed and they don't want to share that. But it's not that. In you just feeling you're embarrassed and you don't want to say what innocently happened to you, you might be able to help other people stop getting conned and scammed in their future. And the other thing too is, if you've enjoyed this video, how about sharing it to let other people know, particularly everybody who is in this 60-65 age group. We need to know about this. So here's a few prevention tips. A real biggie is do not trust caller ID. And that's the name that you will see on your phone. So when the phone number is coming in, it might say the name of the bank and you automatically think there's a problem. There isn't, but that's what they want you to think. So what they're going to start doing is pressurizing you. And especially if they call 1 or 2 times, the more times they call and you see that number, you think there's a problem. So then when you answer it, you're feeling scared. I think another huge tip is do not ever give a card to anybody. Do not cut it up. Do not give a bank card to anybody who comes that looks like a delivery driver, a courier, or anybody. There is nobody that a legit bank is going to do. They do not send people to collect your bank cards. If anything like that is happening to you, hang up. Another really good important thing is, how about having a list of trusted family members right somewhere near your phone or somewhere where you sit and have coffee? Have a family member's phone number there, and if you feel unhappy about what's going on, call them. Another really good idea to have the phone number of your local police station. If someone's called you, how about calling the police station and say, somebody's just called me? And I would say if there is a scam going on in your area, they will already know about it and they will say, oh, whoa, we know about this. Do not give them anything. They'll write down your information. And the main thing is you will have saved it happening to you. In conclusion, if you think that you're sat there thinking, oh, this isn't going to happen to me, I just want you to know that it is happening to people out there and people are losing thousands of dollars. I want you to stay alert. I found out about it and I'm doing this video to help everybody else so that you don't become a victim of these scams, which are so incredibly high tech that they are taking even the best of people. And I also would like to say, if you have enjoyed watching this video, I would really love for you to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of our lifestyle updates. Please give it the thumbs up and like the video. And also in the comments below, if something's happened to you or you know of something, please share it with us so that everybody else can benefit from your knowledge. And let's all stay strong together.